Aaron Rodgers has done the right thing and put the leverage in his trade negotiations right where it belongs with the New York Jets.
Inside, and a beauty! Hall running free! Brees Hall inside the 10! He's gonna score!
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and today we're going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers informing his agent to inform the Green Bay Packers that it is New York Jets or retire. And we're going to break this down into what I think that actually means for Aaron Rodgers and what the plan is there and how this is him just kind of forcing the Green Bay Packers' hands. Now, before I get some Green Bay Packers fans in my comment section talking about, oh yeah, we'll just let him retire, you're misunderstanding what's being said there. Aaron Rodgers is not just going to retire if he isn't traded to the New York Jets. I believe fully well that he will show up to the facilities and you'll have to pay him the $60 million that he is owed, and your cap will explode in this year and all of those things the moment that his option needs to be taken. That's not really an option. And let's say, just for hypothetical situations, he is threatening to just straight up retire. Why is that bad for everything going on with the Green Bay Packers? Number one, if he were to just straight up just retire, you're still going to have to pay him $40 million this year, and you still take the $8 million additional dead cap hit that would come with the fact of him retiring, right? So there's that. It's still a ton of money that you're going to have to pay Aaron Rodgers to not play football for your team, and you're still not helping your cap situation in any way, shape, or form. Number two, failing to get assets for your Hall of Fame quarterback because you guys were unreasonable in the request or the asking price for him is a lose for everybody. And I mean everybody in the organization. That's not take away from the fact that it would be losing from the New York Jets side as well. We need Aaron Rodgers, blah, 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 blah. But failing to get assets to help your young quarterback develop and to see if he is the guy is an offense that'll get everybody fired. Gutekunst is gone. Miles Murphy is probably getting replaced at that point. LaFleur is probably gone. Like, everybody's going to get fired at that point. And so is that really a risk that the Green Bay front office and staff are going to really do? I don't know if that's really an option. But, again, what does this mean for the New York Jets? Well, specifically, it reaffirms Aaron Rodgers' commitment to the New York Jets. I said this in a video a couple days ago or yesterday. I don't remember. I make so many videos that Aaron Rodgers, think of him what you will in his belief of whether he's a jerk or an a-hole or whatever, but what he isn't and what he's never shown to be is a scumbag. And he wasn't going to commit to the New York Jets and then back out and then go to another team, especially when you look into the consideration that, one, there's not a single other team that was ever involved. That's been debunked by multiple sources, not just in the Green Bay Packers building, in the sense of beat reporters that are there, but in other beat reporters for other teams that have been allegedly in on Aaron Rodgers. Tennessee beat reporters have confirmed that Tennessee is not interested in him. San Francisco beat reporters have confirmed San Francisco's not in on it. Jets reporters have confirmed that the only team involved in the Aaron Rodgers situation is the New York Jets. Now, ultimately, I think this deal does get done. I think it does get done for a relatively inexpensive price point when you look at what you're getting for Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to be a highway robbery or anything like that. It's going to be fair compensation. But I don't think a first-round pick is going to be involved in any way, shape, or form, at least not unprotected. And we're probably going to have pick protection coming back in the other way. My expectation is that it's going to be pick 43 in this year's draft. Probably a third-round pick in next year's draft that can go up to a 1 based on conditions and all of those things. A third-round pick included with Aaron Rodgers in 2025 if he doesn't play in 2024, and then a player or two. My expectation right now is that Corey Davis and Bryce Huff are a part of the package that goes to Green Bay. We know that Green Bay needs help one in the wide receiver room, but also in the defensive side of the ball, and the edge rushing and like all of those stuff. They need help there. So being able to get one or even both of those players. Now, if they want Corey Davis and Bryce Huff, which I think would make a ton of sense for one of the New York Jets. The package lowers, obviously, in 2024. Now you're looking at a second-round pick this year and maybe like a fourth-round pick in next year that can go up to a 2 instead of a 1. There's a lot of different scenarios that can play out in this situation with the Aaron Rodgers trade, but I do expect that it's going to be one of this year's second-round picks, a conditional pick in next year's draft, and a player, whether that's Corey Davis, whether that's Bryce Huff, something along those lines is one of those players that I expect. None of the top tier guys on the New York Jets aren't going to give up any of those players. So like your Jermaine Johnsons, your any of those guys, like Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, Quentin Williams, anyone that's a staple for this team isn't going to go. But a really, really good depth piece, those guys might go, and that's why my name's one. I think the interest is there for a guy like Bryce Huff and for a guy like Corey Davis. Bryce Huff is one of the fastest get-offs in the NFL, and Corey Davis, they showed interest in him before, but that's a conversation that we can have when we find out what the actual trade compensation is. What do you guys think of this story? Let me know in the comment section below, and last but not least, go Jets.